What's up, everybody? This is Nightsco, otherwise known as Dylan. As you can see here, we received 2 boxes of Pokemon Boundaries Crossed, and we're going to be opening them both. Right now we're going to be doing the one over here on the right. I've already got the plastic off of it. It's a pain, so it is already. And we've got the old faithful and trusty mascot over here, taking a gander from the side. He's pretty excited about these pulls. I think he wants to see one of the Landorus EX pulled, so hopefully for his sake we can get one. So we're gonna go ahead and just get started here. I kind of like some of the non-EX, just rare Pokemon in the set. Like I like the Muna, Mushara. I don't know what they're called. I think one's Muna, but I like them. They're just a little low HP, and I think you find them here in Boundaries Crossed. The secret rares, they're okay. They don't really do too much for me, but we'll see. So, Oddish, Togepi, Spoink, Pokeball, Tepig, Wobbuffet, Duramitan, Gothorita, a reverse Vibrava, I think. And we have a Scolipede as our rare. I'm probably going to butcher some of these names. I apologize in advance. We have Mindfu, Gothita, Cottony, Skitty, Snorlax, and Meryl. Great Ball, Electrode, my favorite Pokemon ever, a reverse Pikachu, and we have a white Kyurem already. Very nice. Actually, you know what? I don't know if they do the EX in this set or not. So I'll have to take a look. I don't. They might. I don't remember. I haven't even looked at it. Most of you will probably know. Mindfu, Gothita, Cottony, Skitty, Meryl, Skarmory, Heracross, Azumarill, a reverse Shaman. I like this card quite a bit. It's kind of like a Molga, but has a retreat cost in it. So that's the only difference. Otherwise, Call for Family does the same thing. And we have a Keldeo, non-EX, as our rare. I like that Shaman quite a bit, actually. I don't know if they have Shaman's flying form or not. That'd be something to look into. We have Croagunk, Darumaka, Chinchou, Numel, a Charmeleon, and a Meowth. I'm pretty bad at grabbing 2 cards here, so I apologize. We have a Wartortle, Town Map, Azumarill is our reverse, and Blossom is our rare. I must be excited to get through these cards. I'm pulling 2 or 3 of them at a time, seems like. Maybe it's because Louis is looking for the good stuff over there. He's watching me. We have Croagunk, Darumaka, Chinchou, Numel, Meowth, Tranquil, another Wartortle, Mindfu, a reverse Spoink, and a Celebi EX as our rare. Gonna go ahead and put a sleeve on that bad boy. So not bad, about 4 packs in. Already have our first EX. Go ahead and we'll set that there. That way we can keep track of them. I think his Pokemon ability lets you use attacks from any evolved, or any stage from an evolved Pokemon, I think. Let's go ahead and just take a look at it. Time Recall. Each of your evolved Pokemon can use any attack of its previous evolutions, but you still need the proper energy. So yeah, not bad. Spinda, Rattata. Actually, I think I moved. Yeah, Splank needs to go over here. Oops, sorry, Splank. Rattata. Makuhita, I think so. I think that's how you say that. Always liked him when he first came out. I got one right away there on that island. I can't remember what it's called at this point though. Psyduck, because you find him in that cave. Dunsparce, Watchog, Whirlipede, Dewott, a reverse Meloetta, and we have Toxicroak as our rare. I don't know if that Meloetta is any good or not. I actually haven't looked at any cards in this set. 20 more for each energy attached to defending, and during next turn, Echoed Voice does 50 more damage. So 3 for 100, but you have to use it 2 turns in a row. So the first turn it'll do 50, and then the second turn it'll do 100, so that's 150 for 2 turns worth of attacks. Spinda, Rattata, Makuhita, Psyduck, Dunsparce, Skarmory, grabbing 6 or 7 cards, Croagunk, now I'm all messed up, Town Map, Mandibuzz is our reverse, and a Liepard is our holographic rare. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at this Meloetta real quick. That Psychic, it's hard to see. Let's see if the camera focuses. It does 20 for each energy attached to defending Pokemon. It's kind of like Mewtwo's X-Ball in a sense, where this does 10 damage to start with, and then 20 for the opponent's energy attached. Except Mewtwo will do energy attached to both Pokemon and starts out doing 20. Or actually, it just does 20 per energy, so I don't know what I'm talking about. It's kind of similar, but not really, so I'll just be quiet. Chinchou, Meryl, Dwebble, Cottonee, Togepi, Azumarill, Watchog, Dewott. Oh, my cards are sliding. No, come back. A reverse Snivy, and we have a Flygon as our rare. I actually quite like that effect. It's not bad at all. At any time between turns, if this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, put 1 damage counter on each of your opponent's Pokemon. Too bad it has to be active, because if it didn't have to be, that'd be a really cool effect. Have him on your bench. No, if you had, say, 4 of them, you're slamming each one of your opponent's Pokemon for 4 damage every turn. Oh, excuse me, between turns. So even better. We have Numel, Rattata. The only thing I do like, Rattata's got low health and is paralyzed as because it's on a coin flip, Ducklet, but he evolves into Raticate with that Super Fang, so hopefully we'll see one of those. Sandshrew, and then I can show you what I'm talking about. Psyduck, Skarmory, Croagunk, Town Map again, a reverse Wobbuffet. I feel like Jesse and James now, Wobbuffet coming out when you don't really need him. And Musharna. This is the one I'm talking about. Telekinesis, you can place 30 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon wherever you want without weakness or resistance. And Dream Waltz can be used while asleep. It does 60. It does 30 more if they're asleep. The reason I think this is good, lots of decks are running Hypnotoxic Laser right now, which can possibly put you to sleep, which for most Pokemon is bad. And it poisons you, obviously, which is bad. But Musharna does more damage when it's asleep. And its first stage of Musharna, which is Munna in this set, its Pokemon ability will actually, on a coin flip, either it's going to put someone to sleep. It's either you or your opponent. If you put Musharna to sleep, it's actually a good thing. So, Numel, that's why I bring it up. I really like that card. Rattata, I just wish I had more HP. Ducklet, Sandshrew, Psyduck, Dusclops, Rocky Helmet. I think the Rocky Helmet is actually one of the secret rares for this set. Snorlax, a Gold Potion, very nice. That's our where our reverse would be, and an Unfezant. So, Gold Potion is a very nice card. Heals 90 from your active Pokemon. Doesn't get rid of any energy. It's A-Spec, so you can only run one. Right now I think there's only 4 A-Specs, something like that. You've got your Gold Potion, you've got the Scramble Switch. I can't think of any more off the top of my head. Meowth, Oddish, Gothita, Mindfu, Skitty, Electrode, Raticate. There we go. Super Fang. You put damage counters on the defending Pokemon until its HP is 10. So even if you say we're playing against a Black Kyurem with the Crystal Wall, gives him 300 health, you would just have to play a Hypnotoxic Laser and then Super Fang. Super Fang doing 290 damage, and then between turns, Hypnotoxic Laser doing 10. So instant knockout Raticate combo. But Raticate has 60 health. Very weak to everything. So, Charmeleon, a reverse Herdier, and we have Charizard as our rare. Pretty happy about Charizard. Wish I could have pulled one of the first edition base set Charizards way back in the day, but hey. I did actually manage to pull, it was a base set, I'm trying to think of the name, it's not my Zapdos. It was a really good one. I think it was base set. It did 100 damage, or I think 3 energy. I don't remember what all it did, but it was my favorite card, and I don't know what happened to it. Meow, Oddish, Gothita, Mindfu, Skitty, Herdier, Gloom, Cryogonal, I think that's how you say that. Always kind of a strange Pokemon to me. A reverse Mindfu, and a Jellicent as our rare. I was talking about Raticate having low HP at only 60, which most, basics like Cryogonal there has 90, and he's a basic. I don't know if he evolves or not, but Raticate, one way to get him more health, obviously, be a giant cape, and one of the Pokemon Stadiums gives all basic 20 more health, so he'd beat 100, but still, 2 cards to put him out to 100 is pretty bad. Volibee, I think it's the first one we've seen. Dunsparce, Makuhita, Krogunk, Spinda, Hugh, Whirlipede, Great Ball, a reverse Skarmory, and Black Kyurem as our rare. One of the things I think Pokemon needs, and I could always make an episode about it. I always think for the X and Y, people are saying that it's going to be, DNA, X and Y. It's all DNA based. There's going to be lots of pre-evolutions and whatnot. I think what they should do is raise the level cap to 150, or if you want to be nostalgic, do 151. They figured out how to, breed Pokemon. Why not be able to make them stronger, So we've got Squirtle, Sandshrew, Buneary, Psyduck, a Volibee, and a Wobbuffet. My hand's grabbing two. A Duramitan, Gothorita, reverse Keldeo, and another Shaman, and that's our rare. So yeah, that's what I'd like to see in Pokemon X and Y. A level cap bump, more gym badges, Elite Four trainers that aren't like level 60, something tough. Evolution for Electrode, maybe one for Raticate. Squirtle, Effect Squirtle by the way. Sandshrew, Buneary, something like that. Psyduck, Volibee, Electrode, my homeboy, Raticate, Charmeleon, a reverse Farfetch'd, and a Grumpig as our rare. I can't tell if my camera's focused or not. I hope so. Darumaka, a Frillish, Electabuzz, Oddish, Lillipup, Skarmory, Heracross, a reverse Raticate, I apologize, an Azumarill, and then we have a Golduck as our rare. I don't know why I'm grabbing like 6 cards tonight. I don't usually. I don't mean to be. Pack be kicking my butt. So we have Darumaka, Frillish, Electabuzz, an Oddish, Lillipup, a Hue, Whirlipede, Great Ball, a Reverse Venipede, and a Scizor as our holographic rare. Always did like Scizor. He was a really cool Pokemon. One of the Pokemon I'm really glad got an evolution. I mean, he got his early on. We didn't have to wait long for it, but still. That and Steelix. Very happy. Chinchou, Marill, Dwebble, Cottonee, Togepi, a Tranquil, Wartortle, Mindfu, a Trapinch as our reverse, and our Camelrupt as our rare. So that marks halfway through our box. Go ahead and split these up that way. No. So we're 18 packs in, no secrets, 1 EX. We have Energy Search, Scyther, put it here. Otherwise I'm going to get my cards mixed up. Try and leave half, that way I can put them back in pretty easily and they'll fit. Half and half. Sorry. Pidove, Gligar, another Pokemon I really enjoy, Tangela, Herdier, Gloom, a Reverse Potion, my fat hands picked up by Cragon, and a Grumpig as our rare. I think I might be coming down with something. Starting to feel a little sickly. We have Energy Search, Scyther, it was inevitable, Pidove, Gligar, Tangela, Farfetch'd, Mandibuzz, a Golduck, Reverse Croagunk, and we have Ditto as our holographic rare. I don't know how you could be competitive with you know, a Ditto. Transform during your turn before you attack. You may put a basic Pokemon from your hand on top of this Pokemon. This is not kind of this playing that Pokemon or evolving. This Pokemon is now that Pokemon. Any cards attached to this Pokemon, damage counters, special conditions, continue. So, the only thing I can think of that would be good is if you say had Ditto down and you played, I don't know, say for example a Squirtle on top of it, you just drew a Squirtle, you could lay Squirtle on him, and if you had Wartortle in your hand, you could evolve to Wartortle in the first turn. Technically, I guess. I don't really see how that could be good, but Venipede, these are all my opinions. If somebody wants to tell me how a Ditto is competitive, if you can leave that in the comment below, I'd really appreciate it. Trapinch, Duskull, Blitzel, Delibird, wow, a card that I haven't even seen yet, Petalil, Munna, here's the one with the ability. Once per turn, before you attack, you may flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is not asleep. If tails, yours is. Not bad if you've got Musharna, however you say that. A Reverse Sandslash. And we have a Whimsicott. Whimsicott. You can read it and go ahead and tell me what you think it is. I'm not going to say that name. Butchered it 3 or 4 times already. Given up on it. That's how we roll. If we don't get it the first shot, give up. Already making myself look stupid? Go ahead and not feed that fire. we have Patrat, everyone's favorite. Actually, 3 of them. Woobat. Woobat and Patrat. Snivy. Pokeball. Spoink. Cryogonal. Petalil. Dusclops. A Reverse Gloom. And a Stoutland is our Holo Rare. Sentinel. As long as this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, your opponent can't play any more supporter cards from his or her hand. Wow, that's kind of devastating. Kind of sounds like Gothitel's, I think it's Magic Room, Reverse Room, something room, Heavy Room, something like that. Your opponent can't play any training cards from this point forward, which is really mean. Really mean. We have Blitzel, Energy Search, Tangela, Potion, Oshawott, Farfetch'd, Mandibuzz, a Golduck, a Reverse Meowth, and a Jellicent as our rare. Come on, this one right here. Special Magic. I'm feeling a secret rare right here. It's probably not, but if I called it, I'd probably, I don't know what I'd do. Take a victory lap around the house. Blitzel. Energy Search. Tangela. Potion. Oshawott. Herdier. Sandslash. Another Moon. Reverse Psyduck. And we have a White Kyurem as our rare. I'm quite a fan of Black Kyurem myself. Black Kyurem EX from the Plasma Storm series. It's really good with the Deluge Blastoise, which if any of you watch my Pokemon TCG games, you know I love it. Voltorb being thrown like a Pokeball. Duskull. Scyther. Pidove. Trapinch. Delcatty. Swanna. Clink. A Reverse Hue. And we have a Tangrowth as a rare. I have never even seen this card. And I'm actually wondering right now if it's not kind of misprinted. I could be wrong, because if you look, the words kind of line up. But it looks like there's quite a bit of a gap between the attack name and the energy for the top one. I mean, they're probably just lined up, but like, looks kind of far over. Let's see. 100 Furious Lashes. Does 30 damage times the amount of leaf energy attached to this Pokemon. This Pokemon can't use 100 Lashes during your next turn. And Mega Drain, heal 30 damage. So, I don't know. Kind of a cool card. So I like how it looks, but attack's kind of weak. How much health does it have? 130, so not bad for a stage 1. That's actually pretty good for a stage 1. Heavy attack cost. Can't use Furious Lashes on your next turn. That's kind of a downer. But I guess his other attack can heal, so Voltorb, Duskull, Scyther, Pidove, Trapinch, Pignite, Minechow, Gloom, a Reverse Skarmory, and a Black Kyurem as our rare. Black Kyurem EX, actually. Just talking about this guy, but not this card. Very nice looking. Go ahead and grab a sleeve for him as well. It seems like my average for any box is 2 EX, so hopefully we'll still get at least a secret rare, maybe a full RDX. One of the ones I'm actually looking for in this box, I do want to see one of those full art cards. Sharon, Skyla, and Bianca. Bianca! Wouldn't mind. Pokeball. Pikachu. Taillow. Venipede. Gligar. Rocky Helmet. Delibird. Lopunny. A Crystal Edge as our reverse, I guess technically, and also our Ace spec. If this card is attached to White Kyurem EX, each of its attacks does 50 more damage to the active Pokemon. And we have Audino as our rare. Crystal Edge, much better. I don't know how that makes White Kyurem, if it makes him any good at all. I couldn't tell you, I don't know. I know Crystal Shield, I think might be what it's called, makes Black Kyurem go up to 300 health. So 300 health or 50 more damage per attack. It's really your pick. Venipede, Oshawott, Trapinch, Duskull, Blitzel, Delcatty, Swallow, a reverse Black Kyurem, also a Clink, and Toxicroak as our rare. So, not bad. I don't know, I'd have to look at Black Kyurem and White Kyurem. They're obviously not EX, so it's cool in the sense that you're not going to lose 2 prize cards if they get knocked out. But at the same time, don't know how good they are. And it seems okay. Flash Freeze, 100, discard and energy. I don't know how about if I like that or not, but Dual Claw does 20, what's it say? 20 damage times the number of heads for flipping 2 coins. So it can do 40 or it can do 0. And then the one's 100, and you have to discard an energy. So, I guess that answers my question. They're at best. Pikachu, Switch, Tepig, Charmander, Purloin, Sandslash, Asperta City Gym, what I was talking about with every normal Pokemon in play. I guess 20 more health. Pignite, Numel as our reverse, and we have another Shaman. Another Shaman. I don't know if anybody's noticed yet or not. I'll go ahead and mention it. In every one of these openings so far, I have over here in the corner here a Rook capsule container. I don't know if anybody's ever seen these before. It's a deck box made out of steel. I use them actually exactly as it says. This says storage for your valuable cards. I use it as a deck box. Made of steel. Harder to bend than obviously those little plastic ones. I love these things, but I'm pretty sure that Rook went out of business. So good luck getting your hands on them. They make them in quite a few colors, or at least they did, and they made different styles. But you know, like I said, good luck getting your hands on them. I love them. I'd swear by them. So if they're out there, I'm promoting the product. If they're not, eBay. Switch, Tepig, Charmander, Purloin, Lopunny, a reverse Makuhita, a Samurai. I must have done that twice. A Rocky Helmet and a Delibird. So Samurai is our rare. Reverse Makuhita is our, well, reverse. Kind of already said it and kept going. Self-explanatory. And then I kept going. And then I ripped this back up horribly. Patrat. Oh, how we love you, Patrat. Patrat. Woobat. Patrat, Woobat. Snivy. Pokeball. Spoink. He is in danger, man. Look at that. He's a Daredevil. Skyla. Servine. A Vibrava, and then reverse Audino, because, you know, my hands decided they want to pick, you know, 6 cards at the same time. And we have a Golduck as our rare. Looks like we're coming down to the last 5 packs here. So we already see a Volibee. Never really did care for Volibee or Mandibuzz. Volibees get this like egg things around him, really kind of creepy. Evolves into Mandibuzz. Never really liked either one of them. Dunsparce, Makuhita, Croagunk, Spinda, Delibird, Petalil, another Munna. Can't get enough of these, or Musharna. Only seen one of those though. A reverse Tepig, And we have a Cresselia EX Full Art. Sparkling Particles. Anytime between turns, heal 10 damage from this Pokemon. Psychic Protection. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon has no weakness. So it's a 4 energy, or a 3 if you use double colorless. It does 90. It protects, or it makes you have no weakness. And then you heal 20 between turns, or at least 10 between turns, 20 if it comes back to your turn. I think it's nice and shiny though. Look at that. I don't know how I feel about it though. I don't know if I'd play it, if I can call it a playable card for me. I don't know if you can make a deck around that and make it work. Maybe. So good luck so far. Apparently Celebi's been helping out. Well, I don't even know where to put it. Oh, well, it's right here. Perfect. So now we've got Celebi EX, Black Kyurem EX, and Cresselia EX from the same box. So that's 3 is more than I've ever gotten from a box. Can't say I expect any more than that, seeing as that's my new high. Dwelling, Frillish, Electabuzz, Psyduck, and an Azumarill, and a Bunnelby, Fat Fingers, Watchog, Dewott, a reverse Duskull, and a Lilligant is our rare. 3 more packs left. Maybe Celebi, Black Kyurem, Cresselia will all decide to shine upon me with one more, or perhaps the fabled secret rares. We'll see. Dwebble, a Frillish, Electabuzz, Psyduck, Bunnelby, Sandslash, Aspertia, City Gem, Aspertia, something like that, Pignite, a reverse Unpheasant, and a Swoobat is our rare. Swoobat coming in. I think we've worn the pup out and he's taking a nap over here on the couch. I don't even know if he made it to our first EX card. We have a Potion, Voltorb, Lillipup, Ducklet, Squirtle, Skyla, Servine, Vibrava, a reverse Tangela, and a Victini as our rare. Last pack, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and say thank you for watching. Might as well say it now. Most of you probably tuning out already. Nothing good in this last pack. Couldn't be, you know. Already found 3 EXs. Are there anything good? I gotta tell you, something's gonna come out of this pack. I can feel it. Even if it's just a code card. So, there you go. First lucky person wants to go ahead and redeem that. There you go. That'll give you any pack of your choice. Pokemon Online TCG. So, at least we know that's good coming out of this pack. And the last set of cards. We have Potion, Voltorb, Lillipup, Ducklet, a Squirtle, Dusclops, a Rocky Helmet, Snorlax. Reverse is Golduck, and we have Keldeo as our rare. So, alright, thank you everybody. That'll conclude this episode of Pokemon pack opening for Boundary Cross. That'll be box 1 is now finished. We have Black Kyurem, Celebi, and Cresselia all on EX. And we still have one more box to open. Actually, you know what? I don't even know how many EXs are in this particular set. I know there's like 140 cards, 149. I don't know how many EXs, but getting one of different ones, not bad. Pretty happy. Kind of putting us toward our final goal of one of each. So, still have one more box to open. We'll have to do that another time. If you want to watch that, you can probably find it below in the suggested videos, or I mean off to the side a little bit. I don't know where they put it. They keep moving stuff on Facebook around. This is Nightscale and Louie. We're going to go ahead and sign off. And I'm going to go do what he's doing. So, have a good night, everybody.